Good morning, everyone. We are at Dreamforce 2023. We are very thrilled to announce that we are one of the selected partners for Composable Commerce. Composable is something which Salesforce is really promoting at the commerce. And just to give you the audience a quick idea about what Composable is, previously we had the headless commerce. Headless, if you take headless, the front end and back end were separated, but there was a tight integration between the headless and the front end and the back end. But with the composable, it goes one step forward, where they have moved the commerce system into different components, and these components are all interchangeable. So you can change one component into another system. Like for example, you can change the out-of-the-box CMS to a partner CMS solution, and that is very easy to achieve, and that is the power of Composable. So, and I have also with me Asif. He's the director of technology. Asif, I mean, what are the different approaches customers can follow to move into a composable architecture?
Right. So, from the Salesforce side, Salesforce has launched this composable from the two perspective. One is the CMS, other one is the search. Now, when it comes to CMS and search, Salesforce has a very strong partners ecosystem. So, what Salesforce has done is they've partnered with their ecosystem partners, like for example, Contentful, Amplience for the CMS, Algolia, Constructor.io, and rest of the other partners for the search. And they have some pre-negotiated cost agreement with them. So, for example, tomorrow, if a customer who wants to implement Composable and they want to use these third-party vendors, they can go to these third-party vendors and they can get those accelerators built in on a pre-negotiated cost already agreed by Salesforce with those partners. That's number one. Now, for example, if any customer who does not want to go with any third-party vendor and they want to use the out-of-the-box packaging given by Salesforce as part of the Composable Commerce. So now how Salesforce has given this Composable Commerce in a package. So Salesforce give you PWA kit, which contains a React-based storefront from login till checkout functionality. Means tomorrow, if I don't want to go with any third-party vendor, I just want to use the out-of-the-box functionality, I can still go to Composable without spending any additional cost on the licensing of the third-party applications. So you have a PWA kit, you have a which contains the React-based storefront, which also give you the page designer facility as well. So it means you can still use the page designer, which is part of the Salesforce platform, as the CMS. Within the business manager, you will still keep on using the same business manager with the page designer features. So that's number one. Number two, they also provide managed runtime. Means you don't have to go or pay to any additional third-party hosting service provider, for example, AWS or Google Cloud. You can still use the managed runtime, which is freely available as part of the package by Salesforce as part of the Composable Commerce. So this is the package, right?
I think this is very interesting, right? So this is a game changer solution, right? I mean, this is more flexible. It is highly scalable.
Yes.
And also, I mean, time to market, right? If somebody wants to like get a new feature like a augmented reality or a virtual reality to be in front of their competitors, I think they can implement those features very quickly. So I think that is very, very interesting.
Yes.
And what is, I mean, from a Royal Cyber, I mean, we have a accelerated way of implementing the Composable Commerce.
Right.
Can you tell a little bit more about what is that and how the customers can benefit from it?
Yes. So even here in Salesforce yesterday, when we were part of the sessions, they were saying that nobody wants to spend big bang. You know, they want, every customer right now wants a staggering approach to move to the Composable Commerce. So Royal Cyber has come up with two migration pathways. We offer a complete Composable plus headless migration. We have written Composable and headless because right now there are only two sides of Composable which are covered by Salesforce, which is CMS and the search. But when it comes to the payment, you still have to go and use the headless APIs. So that is one pathway, means you go complete Composable. Second pathway is this one, which is partially or hybrid recommended storefront, which actually Salesforce is also recommending right now to the customers who are on, especially on site Genesis, and they are thinking for past 1 year or 2 years to migrate to SFRA. But when you see the cost of migrating to SFRA, it's $500,000 or $600,000, right? and nobody want to spend that much cost right now in this
that
uncertainty,
is a
right?
major concern.
Exactly. So you can still use the hybrid approach. You can have your home page, category page, product listing page migrate to composable by still keeping or intacting your checkout pages on your existing site Genesis or SFRA architecture. And even in this approach, you can go page by page in a month. Let's say you start with the home page, do one page in a month, and get it migrated on the composable, and then you can keep on moving rest of the pages in a staggering and gradual approach to composable. So this reduces your cost a very high level. I mean, it drastically reduces your cost.
It's very easy to go towards the composable.
Yeah.
I think that's very interesting. Thank
Yeah.
you very much, Asif.
Thank
Thank
you.
you everyone
Thank you.
for joining us.